Thank you for reminding me about the trade depot. It is midsummer. We actually haven't started our goods production yet. So we will have to do that as well. I'm going to put it there. I suspect that this this trade depot is going to move at some point. I might want to start producing my... those are my pots, which I think should be the thing that act as barrels. Hopefully I didn't screw that up. What am I looking to say? Words. Oh, I could start the mug production. And I probably should do that, even though it mostly just occupy a lot of space right now. But it's probably a good idea. Start rock mug. Let's get a 30 batch, and that'll be a pretty good number of them. The production go in there. Let's hotkey the bedroom level as F4. Set a zoom there. We'll have to set up our big dining room at some point too. I had a doors job going on, which is fini, which is good. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think I have 10 beds and 10 doors. Obviously, I'm going to want more doors overall. Nico NDK, whatever you are, thank you very much for subscribing. Always appreciate the support, of course. Rock doors. Let's queue up another 10 at some point. Lobster XR, thank you very much for subscribing as well. We don't have our doors. Oh, really? Maybe I never set up a door job. But we have beds. Now, there won't be proper bedrooms, but at least they won't have to sleep on the floor if we get the beds positioned. There we go. So I'll actually set up another 10 after this, because you do need a fair number of doors for everything we want to do in our fortress here. La la la. Stockpile. A little bit of production over there. So what workshops do we not have yet that might be important? We don't need looms or clothiers yet. We can't do the metalsmiths because we don't have an anvil. Jeweler's workshop probably isn't required yet. Tanners. Oh, always want to get a tanner set up as quickly as possible, because if there's any hunting or butchering that happens, we want to make sure the leather gets turned into, or the hides get turned into actual leather. We don't need the still or the farmer's workshop yet. Although, if we did have the farmer's workshop or, say, the fisheries, then at least goods can be processed in a way, so it's actually not bad to have them there. Okay, good. I don't need an ashtray or anything of that kind. I could build a wood-burning furnace right now and get a little bit of charcoal going. Do I have any metal? Where did I find that? Well, I don't have bars yet. If I look at stone... no. Unless sphalerite or cryolite bears metal, which I don't think it does. I don't think we have any metal-bearing stone yet. So we'll have to dig a little bit more before we can find that. And potentially send out some, like, exploratory little passageways. But that's okay, we can make do without that for now. If we did slaughter one of our bulls, we can get some leather and make some quivers, and then just make some wooden bolts and wooden crossbows. Actually start a bit of a hunting industry. We've got emus! Emus. We actually could do that. No idlers still. Lots of storing in stockpile. Some constructing in buildings. Wow, we're already creating masterpieces. Nice. What are you making anyway, Girdich? Where were you in the list? Right here. You're making rock mugs. We're already getting masterpiece rock mugs. You guys. Nice. Crushing face. Way to go. We are super good at this game. I suppose we could cut a few random gems just to maybe just sell a few gems early on. Like right now, they wouldn't be very skilled at it. But that's okay. We're going to find lots of gems, right? You know what? I think I kind of like that idea. Just in case we don't have a ton of high quality mugs yet. We can just sell them some badly cut gems. And that'll be fine. War emus, yes! We got beds. We got doors now, so we could even assign bedrooms. No, we wouldn't have that many doors, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. But at least they can sleep. Doesn't need to be assigned to be a bedroom. They will just sleep at random beds, which is a big problem when you've got a hospital, because half the time all the beds in your hospital are occupied by dwarves that are just napping instead of the ones who are, say, sick and need it. Yeah. All right, so my farmers are farming, which is good. Oh, here's one of the things. I could change the orders so that... Oh, dwarves all harvest. Oh, that is enabled. Okay. Which is good. So yeah, they were just too busy to actually pick up the food that was ripening, which is kind of bad. All right, we still have some food and some drink, but we got to get this kick-started here soon. Putting the wood stockpile here is certainly, you know, occupying a lot of dwarves right now. On the other hand, it will make my wood industry a lot more efficient later on. What the hell are these things? Giant badgers? 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 We don't need no stinking badgers. We actually get some fighting here. No, Miss Carsonell is being attacked by a badger. The badger boar just became enraged. Fucking badgers. Attacks the weaver. The weaver is Miss Carsonell. Giant badger boar scratches the weaver in the right eyelid. Through... bruising the skin through the cloak. How did that... I don't even know how that worked. The boar attacks the weaver, but she jumps away. The weaver slams into the giant badger boar, and then slams into an obstacle. Weaver stands up. The boar charges the weaver. The boar bites the weaver in the lower body, bruising the fat through the cloak. The badger collides with the weaver. The weaver is knocked over and tumbles backwards. The giant badger boar bites the weaver in the left lower arm, bruising the muscle through the cloak. The giant badger boar latches on firmly. I will point out at this point that we don't have a hospital. We don't even have anyone who is remotely at all skilled at being a doctor. Oh my god, Numpty Fuckwit is participating as well. Okay. Oh my god! Your arm is being ripped off. Your left lower arm is ripped away. Your right lower arm. Your left upper arm. Oh my god! What is happening? You guys! We're being ripped apart by badgers! I mean, they're giant badgers. Okay, hold on. What the fuck are we gonna do? We're gonna lose our entire fortress to goddamn badgers. I think we need to wall ourselves off, like, instantaneously. Oh my god, damn it. Frack, god damn. Oh no. Like, literally, like, well, what I should do is build a wall right here. And then, do we have doors? A door there, and a door there. And what we're going to do is we're going to get them placed, and then we're going to, like, tell everyone to go inside, and we're just going to lock the door. No! Don't go outside! Who is this? Kidesa! You're stupid! Stay inside. We're going to do what? We're going to designate a burrow, is what we're going to do. We're going to define the burrow. We're going to allow them to go to the stockpile where our stuff is. And this area where we want the construction to happen. We'll go military alert. Restrict everyone to the burrow. Don't go outside. Do build the walls and the doors up. Hopefully we had both doors in the stockpile. Can you define multi-level stock, like, burrows? If we can, that would be very nice. I don't know if you can, though. Yes, we can. Good. Oops. Except we accidentally marked some of the outside, but that's okay. They won't be able to reach there. Okay. Where are our people? Miss Carsonell, no job. Where are you? Okay, you're inside. You're not dead or anything. You just have no arms. You're pale. You have no arms, no hands, obviously. One sort of leads into the other. You're pale. You're probably bleeding to death. She sustained major injuries recently. Yeah, no kidding. Oh my god. We have no cloth, no string. Like I like she's still wandering around. She's still like, "No, I can do things." No, actually, she's got no arms. There's nothing she can do. We need to get some buckets because people are going to have to give her water for the rest of her life. Let's make a couple of wooden buckets and make that a top priority. Oh my god. If she doesn't bleed to death, she can live for a good long time. Well, it won't be good, and it might not be good long, but she can live. Don't suspend construction. Oh, inaccessible? Really? Are you trying to build from the other side? Is that it? Alright, tell you what. We will change the military alert so there's no more alert. Let someone go and build that wall. Are the badgers still around? Yes, they are. Okay, someone's building that final wall. Good, okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to forbid passage through these doors. Because I think all my dwarves are inside right now. Because they were restricted to the burrow for a long time. So now they should be locked inside. Holy crap. Luckily we have wood inside right now. And we can reach our animals up here. We might have to go and set up like a little bit of an army with some wooden crossbows and wooden bolts. Wooden bolts are not strong. But we may have to just like purge the badger menace. Wow. She lives on as an example not to mess with badgers. You're right, Killing Maw. That's exactly what it is. Although she's not the only one who took damage. Numpty Fuckwit, went out there. Luckily didn't take as much damage. Your right foot was torn apart. Well, your skin. The skin on your right foot. Right over here. Let's zoom to you. Check your injuries. So your right foot is definitely injured. Right foot is cut open. Could get infected. Something bad could happen. Miss Carsonell. Oh, God. I feel so bad. Why do you guys sign up for this shit? She's very fat. Has narrow, square chin. Very short. Her very short ears are flattened. Teeth are crowded. Hair is clean-shaven. Rust eyes are somewhat narrow. Right lower arm is gone. Left upper arm is gone. Her pale pink skin is wrinkled. You know, though, we'll say this. Like, sometimes when a dwarf is pale, that actually means they've been, like, fed on by a vampire or something like that, or might be a vampire. I'm going to assume the fact that you were defeated by a badger probably means you're not a vampire. And I don't think your first 7 dwarves can be. Oh. Wow. Oh, I have my mechanisms. If I build some wooden cages, say we get 9 wooden cages, because then I can... Apparently, Sizza2K likes the idea of being horribly murdered as a dwarf. I can put some cage traps over here, which will be the start of the dwarven defense system. I mean, right now we're okay. We're locked in, which means we won't be able to do any trade. On the other hand, it could be that the caravan will go and like destroy these boars, these badgers for us, and that would be very nice. So we're just gonna hold down like this until the caravan arrives. Can build some doors. Don't worry, this is not blood on the floor. This is just like red stone. I mean, not like Minecraft redstone, but you know, stone that is red. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Let's cut a few gems over here. Let's add a job to, I don't know, cut, like, all the brown jasper we've got, all the pyrite we've got, all the red zircon we've got. There. That'll be a pretty good way to get started. Cancels load cage trap. Need empty cage. Yeah, we're working on it. It's queued up. Wow. Goddamn badgers. I'm so sorry, Miss Carsonell. I hope you don't die. Is this her over here? Pale. Probably bleeding to death. "98 years old. comes to this fortress. Not unconscious though, just pale. I mean, I could build a hospital, but I guess what could happen if I did build a hospital. Okay, that's a good idea. Build a hospital. At least the dwarves will get brought there, and then they'll be taken care of. I think they'll get taken care of everywhere, but if you have a hospital, they'll at least be carried into a bed, which is better than having them passed out on the floor. So I'll do that, even though I don't have a doctor. Yeah, so Quill, about that whole, we don't need defenses early. Well, we're not going to get invaded this early. We're not going to get ambushers or robbers or anything like that. But yeah, I forgot that I embarked in like a high danger terrain because I like doing that because it's more fun. Let's dig out an area right over here for a hospital. Do 5 by 10 or something like that. Put that in there. And because I'm running the older version of Dwarf Fortress with the mods and DF hack and all that, the hospital will work properly. Will not be all full of glitches. So what I'm going to do is actually go to the bed level over here, and I'm going to remove 2 of the beds for the hospital. Do I have doors? Yes, good. Door, door. So yeah, most of the dwarves, if not all of the dwarves, will at least act like nurses. They'll bring patients here. They will feed and water them, and they might even clean them if we have water. And we do have some water, so that's okay. This is going to be a hospital. Right, that's there, good. So build a bed. Need more beds. We'll need some containers in here at some point as well. We could build a few rock coffers. We might need some rock coffins soon too. Actually, just in case. Not that I think anything's going to go wrong. Just in case, we'll build a couple of coffins at this point. Yeah, I think Miss Carsonell keeps like passing out. Doesn't say, but I keep seeing her like be on the ground. Or maybe she's just idle because she can't do anything. Like she can't work any jobs, so she's just like idling. Probably once we build the dining hall, she's gonna just hang out there. Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Yeah, no one's bringing her to the hospital, so... I mean, it's early yet. And actually, I still see people running around who are injured. Yeah, Miss Carsonell. Oh, she's faint. Probably going to bleed to death. Meanwhile, Gurgitch is still making masterpiece chalk mugs or something like that. Once we start getting a few more idlers, and we've got 2. For some reason, Miss Carsonell is idle. I can't imagine why. But yeah, once a few more of these people become idle, then we'll set up our rock stockpile at the front here, and then prepare to build some walls. We'll build like a small inner wall here, and then we'll prepare to build a bigger wall outside of that later on, which will be our actual pasture. For now, we'll keep pasturing the animals up on the roof. Her, yeah. Faint. But, you know, roaming around. Is it possible to build a Turing-complete logic in Dwarf Fortress? I'm not sure. People do build, like, calculators and stuff in Dwarf Fortress. I believe you can do Turing-complete stuff in Dwarf Fortress, just like in Minecraft. Just 3 idlers now. Okay. We're going to make a stone stockpile. Up here. It'll be about 30 stone, and then customize it. We're going to block all, and what is it we have? Granite, I think. So we're going to enable only granite, and then keep that wheelbarrow there. Nukes Lion, thank you for subscribing, as well as WR Hicks, I suppose. The Milker wants me to sacrifice her to the Badger Overlords. No. And Miss Carsonell is telling, trust me, I'll be fine. Don't kill me, please. If you do die, we'll bury you somewhere pretty. We'll make a nice tomb for you. As opposed to just like a random graveyard house. What the hell are these? Now we got birds? Okay, so now we've got giant ravens. So no more badgers. Okay, giant ravens might attack us. I have no idea. The problem with badgers, like badgers are really ill-tempered creatures. Then we can unlock the front door and let people wander outside, maybe. Wheelbarrows are being brought. So yeah, once there's a good pile of stone over here, then we can start building walls. That way people don't have to walk quite as far, especially once they're carrying a rock. It's very heavy. Use your bones in the form of bolts to make badgers. No. Also, if a dwarf just dies of natural causes, I don't think you can butcher the dwarves. They don't let you do that. Got some farming going on. How's the drink? Still not too bad. We still haven't built an actual still yet. We will need to do that soon enough. Bring the wood inside. We got our 30 wooden bins. Good stuff. Oh, what happened? Migrants! Hooray! Good, we need replacements for anyone who gets eaten by badgers. Oh, one of them's a child. That's no good. But we got a dog. We got a couple of dogs. Nice. Are they being scared by the badgers? Why aren't they coming anywhere? Oh, I did dismantle the original meeting spot. That's not going to help. Where's my bedroom lamp? Workshop level. Underneath it, we'll probably have another stockpile. And then underneath that, this will be the big meeting hall. We'll pretty up a little bit by leaving out some fancy corners over here for a bit of rounding. And some pillars, which will look really nice once they get smoothed out. There we go. Oops. There we go. Need a dining hall. Which means we will need to queue up rock table times 10, rock throne times 10, and get that going. Now that they're here, read dwarves. Only five souls brave enough to join us. So first off, we're going to have Chaos Moose, the real Flobo, Thairbane, Yabushido, and Neratzi, Nedzaris, something. There we go. Welcome to the party. You're probably going to die. Losing is fun, is literally the motto of this game. Oh, and let's check the animals. We got 2 puppies. Aw, they're pets, which means we can't butcher them if we need to for any reason, but I don't think that's going to happen. Good, just more warm bodies to work everything. More farmers going on. Excellent. So yeah, no one is in the hospital. How's Miss Carsnell doing? I mean, I'm sorry, Numpty Feckwit, that I'm not paying attention to your minor foot injury very much. Oh, you're fishing. Good for you. There's not much water, but, you know, maybe you'll get something. Right, creature zoom. You're no longer faint or pale or anything like that. I think your wounds have just stopped bleeding. You still have pale pink skin. She's very slow to heal and very weak, but almost never sick. Well, listen, let me tell you something. You got both arms ripped off by a badger and didn't die. So I am going to, I'm going to object to that description of you as being slow to heal and very weak. I mean, you are a dwarf, right? You probably have like an 18 constitution. Good God. So I don't have the still yet, so let's go and get that, because we're probably going to start distilling stuff relatively soon. We have no suspended jobs. Nope. All right, everything is fine. Shaken wants me to explain the game in a short way. Well, you're dwarves, and you're digging a fortress, and it's Dwarf Fortress. And it's extremely hard and very complicated, and, everyone's probably going to die at some point, but that's where the fun comes from. That is Dwarf Fortress in a nutshell. Salamander thinks she's probably a vampire. Well, let me tell you, this is one hell of a disabled vampire now. I mean, I guess she still has her teeth, which is where the danger comes from. But other than that, there's really not as much that she can do. And I think if she was a vampire, she wouldn't have gotten, like, destroyed by badgers. She would have kicked their ass. But it is possible. Make her do bookkeeping? Yeah. Put a pen in her mouth? I wonder if she'd probably do that. I bet she can do bookkeeping. Hang on. We're going to try that. Actually, you could probably be our broker. You could probably do all those things. Should make you the expedition leader. Miss Carsonell. There we go. You are now the bookkeeper. Oh. Bookkeeper cancels, update stockpile, 2 injured. The game, this is how brilliant the game is. The game knows that you need hands to be able to do bookkeeping. That's this game. It knows that you need that to be able to do it.
All the fish are gone.
Oh, there we go. We got our first audio from the Trust. Thank you for subscribing. Got the first audio from Sound Sense kicked in, letting us know that there's no more fish in the little pond over here, which is to be expected, of course. Didn't seem very likely that we'd have a whole lot of it. We got starting to get our stone piled up over here. We could potentially build our first outer wall. We could potentially start building it. We have a fair number of idlers. You know what? I think it's time. Construct wall. We're going to encase the... oops, make it a little bit shorter, apparently, because there's a tree in the way. Encase our refuge pile, and it'll be a relatively small walled-in area. We're going to use granite. And a little bit more. And... oh, I have to remember that bridges might stop wagons, which is really annoying. And I don't know why that's like that. Actually, before I go this way. Build the wall. Like so. Maybe if I make like a 4 wide bridge. Usually I do a 3. I don't think it really matters though. And like that. And then we're going to build a bridge that does not retract. We actually want it to raise up that way. We'll do a 4x4 bridge that fits in right like that. And you will also be made out of granite. And we're going to designate 1 chopped tree. Actually, we'll do a few right over here. Get them out of the way. Lovely. Nasder9, thank you very much for subscribing. It is possible that she could be a trader or a broker or anything like that. We're going to give her more time off to let her injuries heal, just in case that's a thing. We got a giant mosquito. Is the only animal we know about right now. Hopefully that's just annoying and not actually dangerous. I have no idea. How's our grazing environment over here? Yeah, so they've already, even though there's only 2 bulls up here, they've already dug away some of the sand somewhere else. On the last map, it was freaky because a lot of the sand was red. Or no, it was the trees' leaves that were red. But it made the whole landscape look like horribly bloody. There are some red trees here, though. Some larch. So we'll get a bit of that. But because this is not DF 2014, it's not the tall trees that leave all the leaves behind. So it is the older style trees going on over here. But I like not having to micromanage everything. Hey, our coffins are done. And we don't need them yet. Look at that. No one dead, no one missing. We probably need to set up some actual bedrooms at this point, though. Build doors. Yeah, right, and I dismantled some of those beds as well. I only placed 1 in the hospital. And we need more beds. Okay. Bed. Make me another, actually, like 14 of them. And rock door. Make like 30. We need lots of doors. We'll use them. They might occupy a little too much of the stockpile early on, but that's okay. I still won't assign the bedrooms, though. Not until the whole row is done, and then I'll assign bedrooms, because otherwise people might not be able to have beds available to them. Right, if all the bedrooms are claimed, then they won't have beds of their own. As hey Tarnath, thank you very much for subscribing. Appreciate that. Ms. Carsnell says, as Queen Ms. Carsnell, I'd be a leader to all the dwarves. You may rip my arms off, but you can't crush my fighting spirit. We survive. That's true. Dwarves are tough, man. What's crazy in Dwarf Fortress, someone can have their arm ripped up. Here's a question. Where is her arm? Where did the fight happen? We should be able to see it. I actually don't know where the fight happened in the first place. If we go here, and we go somewhere like this and zoom to, the fights were happening somewhere over here. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's Miss Carsonell's lower arm. Oh, and then some bones too. There we go. It's terrible. Well, if you need some bones for something, if we need to make some crossbow bolts, I think we can do that. I will not be digging out under the bridge. Who was suggesting that? W.R. Hicks. Because the bridge just, I've got it pulling up, so it'll be able to block things off. I mean, I could dig a whole sort of like moat all around the whole thing, and I may at some point, but there's no need to rush that. Just having the walls and then the bridge that can be popped up is going to be more than enough to get everything going. Dun, 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 dun. Not many idlers going on, but that's okay. People are constructing buildings. Yeah, see, they're not taking the stone from over here. Like, I don't understand where they're grabbing the stone from. See all these guys? They're, like, going super slow and using the stone from God knows where instead of the ones... Why is this chalk? No, it's granite. And that's what these are being made out of. I don't know with these dwarves. It's so confusing. 2-meter man. Are you very tall? Or very wide? I don't know, but thanks for subscribing. Also, there's a lot of people with DK in their name, and I don't know what's going on there. Bone t-shirt. I was in a badger attack, and all I got was this t-shirt. It doesn't even need to be a t-shirt, because you don't need any sleeves. We could make it a tank top, really. Although, then it might fall off all the time, too, because, well, you still have shoulders, so you might be alright. A halter top, that's what it should be. I was attacked by a badger, and all I got is a lousy halter top. Hopefully she's not miserable. Let's find out how she feels right now. She's quite content. She's had her arms ripped off, slept without a proper room. She had a bath. You went for a bath? Oh, probably one of the pools of water. Had a talk with a spouse. She's married. Satisfied with work. How is she satisfied with work? What could she possibly be doing? Complain about the lack of chairs. All she can do is sit down. So she's married to ancient chaos. There you go. Citizen of the Manor of Simplicity, member of the Tomb of Wedding. All right. A former member of the Crystal of Principle, former member of the Basement of Dipping. She's the former bookkeeper of the Tomb of Wedding. So that's what we are. We're the Tomb of Wedding. Arrived at Ducimvel on 7th of this. At least I think that's what we are. No, we're Ducimvel, work line. Tomb of Wedding might be our civilization. I forgot to check all that. What do we got right now? Just the giant mosquito. Okay, as long as there's no goddamn badgers. The other thing I can do, and maybe I'll do it right outside the hospital. We're going to build a lever, or a lever, if you prefer, right over here. And we're going to hook that up to the bridge over here. That'll allow us to seal up our fortress. So if we do take a look at the depot access, okay, no, the wagons can reach the depot. Although the bridge hasn't been completed yet. I'm really... And, right, and all the walls either. So we'll have to see what goes on there. No, it's not the Tomb of Wedding. It's the Tomb of Wetting. Like, water. I don't know. We have no cats. Hopefully we have not too much vermin. We have 65 plants. Good. We are running low on drink. So we're gonna set up a brew job just with the one shot over here. We're gaining plump helmets. We're gaining plump helmets faster than we're eating it, which is good. Actually, might just want to convert this other farm to a plump helmet as well. I mean, right now it looks like we're not actually maxing out any given farm, but it's still worth a try. And actually, once we get this area enclosed, we can build a tiny little farm over here. I don't usually like to build a big one. It's a little bit wonky in some places, but we can build a little farm over here for, I think we've got some prickleberries. Maybe some strawberries too. Take a look at our seeds. Stock seeds. We have 3 prickleberry seeds. There we go. So we'll start a little crop. Just a tiny one. Just for some food variety. Why is everything off-centered? Just because. Just because I knew it would drive you crazy. I do it intentionally to mess with people. Sorry. I guess the seeds are going to take a long time to come from here all the way over to there. That's alright. Prickleberries. Prickleberries. Oh, we can grow them year-round as well, even in the winter. Lovely. Get that going. Okay, we're out of plump helmet seeds. That's okay. We got a good number of them still banked. We'll brew some, which will open up some seeds as well. So, no, it does show the wagon can go through here. And I'm pretty sure, like, the wagon's 3 wide. I'm pretty sure a 3 wide bridge would have been enough. I built the 4 just in case. Let's link up to the bridge. We've only got the 1, so we'll assign that with a couple of mechanisms. Mechanisms are also a good thing to sell if you don't have a big mug industry like I do. Build, construct wall. Right over here. Make it out of granite. Thank you very much. And the next thing we'll have to do is we're going to have to remove stairs and ramps from around here so that people can't just climb into our little encampment from above. Right now, they would be able to stand up here and then shoot down at us. So we do have to, you know, keep that in mind. But as long as they can't actually enter the fortress with their bridge up, it's going to be okay. We don't have any canceled jobs. No, everything's awesome. Oh, look, now people are talking about removing the ramps. See? What great timing. I always had it in mind. The ramps were going to happen. There's not much point in doing it before the area is enclosed. We still have the 1 wall left to do. And then we'll be able to see if our depot is accessible by wagons. Excellent. All right, everything is awesome. Yeah, everything's actually going really well. You know what? This might be an excellent time for me to take a quick break. I will return in just a caravan. There we go. Well, there we go. When we get back from our break, we're going to resolve our first trade, and we'll see how much we can get for our mugs. Oh, we don't have a broker assigned yet. Oh, we have an actual gem setter. Look at this. Mick is good at that. He's also a great expert negotiator, expert judge of intent, comedian, consoler, pacifier. You actually might become our leader of the thing. Ideally, we'd get someone who's an excellent appraiser, which we don't really have, but let's like that. That is a hell expert negotiator. I believe judge of intent really works out for this as well. So congratulations, you are going to be our broker. We're going to call you over there. But yeah, we're going to take a quick break before we go and start shipping our mugs over there. See you guys in a few minutes. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Did you know I read every single comment someone leaves on my video? That's insane. Why would I do that? I don't know, but I'll read yours.